defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Andre Robertson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 46%. Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. To Thompson. Livingston. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. And draws the foul.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First one goes down.
See if you're working on your game.
So he hits the first, misses the second. And he finishes at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Klay Thompson! Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Livingston, guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Green. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Cousins. The monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Westbrook with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Oh, Draymond with the putback slam.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of it.
Deep right corner. Dennis Schroeder. And the rebound comes down to Green. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I don't know if it was so much the bounce or the vertical. I think it was more so the reach. That's what happens when you have a 7+ wingspan.
Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Green, they work it down to Cousins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Green. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
An easy two, get back on defense.
5-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Curry to the rim. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. It's Curry controlling the offense. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Dennis Schroeder rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Curry, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Goes to the left side. Fires the three. He missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses four in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The margin standing now at 7. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Curry for three. Cleans it up. Thompson. DeMarcus Cousins. With that, he's 5 for 9.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Schroeder with it. They trail. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Westbrook. George knocks down the three-pointer.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Almost. And he's not getting the call. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. It's the Warriors who get the victory as as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.